What's up, everybody? We are back here in the war room section of the man cave, and got me some Mysteries of the Templars set up. And it's a really nice game. I'm going to show you guys a few moves. It is by, turn down the tunes a little bit there, good old Silvio Negre Clemente. And there is, I think, a video on this on YouTube with the maker of the game. It's pretty abstract and pretty general. But I've been messing with it a little bit, and it's pretty enjoyable. It's got a lot of strategy in it. A lot of financial strategies. You got to watch your gold. But let me give you a little quick overview here. My little pointer. You got Europe. And I forgot what year it is. Some of these countries changed during the game. But this is just a very abstract section of the board. It's broke up into sections. Let me see. I think 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8 Templar provinces is what that is. Here's a province right here. This one here is called Barcelona. So where's the Barcelona province at? In Spain, it would be, I don't see it. Oh, here we are, on the edge of Spain. I guess this big old area right here would be the Barcelona province, and it's represented right here. Now these two spots here, these are like, this is your castle, and this is your chapel. This is where you display relics. You keep knights in your castle, and you keep your goods and your money in what's called domes or dumas or something like that. I guess a good word for it would be just like a stash spot or a fortress or something like that. Just a holding place for goods. Let's go on over here to the 4 players. I guess it's a 4-player game. I'll be playing all 4 players going on here, but this is what you get. Each this represents this green player's holdings in the Holy Land. Yeah, get that out. You'll be able to say it. It's our holdings in the Holy Land. Hold on a second. Let me get things turned down here. All right. Okay, let's get on up here a little bit further. This is a card that we'll be playing. There's another spot here. You'll be seeing how it goes. I'm just going to go ahead and play through it and explain it as I go through. But again, in your Holy Land, you have a chapel. You have your little stash spot, your fort, where you can hold your goods and your money. Now, there's a limit to how much you can have here. This here only holds 1 relic. This here, you can only have 6 of these little counters in here. Now, if you got money in here and you can have them change, you can get a 5 spot for all those 1s. But your castles, I think, are only able to hold 2 knights. And you got your 2 knight counters represented right here. I like the way this game is set up, but it's really nice. You got these nice little, these are possession seals. Whenever you get something on the board, you gotta have your seal on it just to claim ownership. I have a red player represented, or orange, whatever color's coming through for you over there. You got a blue player and a yellow player. And like I said, we're using the optional rules. We'll be getting cards specifically meant for each faction, and it helps each faction out. So the name of the game is to get on this victory point track. And of course, whoever has the most victory points at the end wins, and it goes all the way down the end. It's a long victory point track, but you get going pretty good on it. Let's look over here too. Now on these little territories here, you see I got these little counters here. This one's all grayed out. If you flip it, it's all colorized, all ready to go. What that just signifies is that this territory here hasn't been opened. It isn't opened yet. It isn't open to goods, services, or anything else. It hasn't been an established territory yet. The only one that's ready to go is this one in France. It's all set. You can sell goods. That's one of the things you're going to want to do is actually come on over here. The game starts out, all these holding cards and everything I showed you over there are all represent holdings here in the Holy Land, Acre, and Jerusalem. So what you're actually doing is digging up goods, what are called excavation missions, finding relics, shipping them back to Europe. You're also conducting escort missions for people coming from by sea or by land down here to the Holy Land. And if you have successful missions, you get paid. If you don't, you get penalties. Same way, let's see if we can get the glare off there. Same way with the relic missions. So that's the way the game starts out. We'll go here's your little game within a game. Here you can see this represents your escort missions, and this represents your excavations. And we'll be flipping cards over. You can see the seals of each player goes here. So you have a opportunity to delegate forces or knights. You can tell knights that you want them to go escort, or you can put them on a excavation mission. So that's where some strategy comes in too. Escort missions are mostly cash. Excavation missions are relics and victory points. So whatever you're needing that turn. Oh, let's go back over here. Let me see. There's all the individual players. See what else I need to go over here. Now they'll all start out with 5 coins and 2 knights. Like I said, we're getting everything ready to go under order. It's one thing about this game too is it starts out with a random order. Those cards over here on the left, right here, I got them flipped over on their unrevealed side, but that'll tell you who goes first. But the bad thing about it is you put them on the victory point track. So whoever gets number 4 has got the 3 victory point lead, which is but it's kind of like fantasy football though. He'll get the first initiative. So if you're 4th, if you're back here, you'll get a chance to get up further. So they give you a little bit of a break, chance to catch up. These are the event card decks. Certain events happen, and we'll be going over those too. But right now we got certain cities that are represented, Constantinople, and we got certain goodies in each city. And what you want to do is send your knights out there to examine the goods, but you got to watch out because there's bandits, and there's pirates, and there's Saracens. So it's a pretty good game. It's got a little bit of strategy. Ain't really much on the battle. It's not of a actual war game. It's more of a seek out relics and cash. Build yourself up for these victory points. There'll be 3 phases in the game. Phase 1, 2, and then the 3rd phase is the persecution. And what you'll try to do is get all your goods that you got scattered around here, you've been loving sucking up victory points with, and you want to get them to a safe haven. And there's 4 safe havens, and they're kind of like on all 4 corners of the board. Safe haven number 1, Cyprus. Safe haven number 2, over here in Tumar. Safe haven 3, Edinburgh, Scotland. And number 4, up here in Marisburg. Looks like it's up there around Leningrad or something. So we shall see, and we will be back with some Mystery of the Templars gameplay to commence. Gotta stop it right now. Be back.